What is up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. I think I have discovered something here in Loomian Legacy. I think I know the origins of the corrupted and how this storyline works, and I also have a theory and a really cool idea and request that you guys might want to kind of consider and let me know what you guys think about when we talk about it here at the end of the video. So right now we're just do a brief little overview. When the corrupted and all this stuff happened in Loomian Legacy, that tablet came in and it started like storming in the town, then it broke apart and all these things flew around to different parts of Loomian Legacy. So when you went in there and you talked to your dad, you got to go and talk to him and find out what we're going to do about this whole thing. Basically, what he says is that he can use this computer, and he found that one is over in the Gale Forest, and then basically you get signed up for this thing where you go and you're trying to chase down these tablets that are like some sort of, who knows, artifact or something, some sort of ancient artifact, maybe something with dark powers and dark magic. We do know something about corrupted, and we learn about it a little bit more when we come in here into the Gale Forest. So this old man in here, he talks about how, you know, there's some sort of evil in the woods, and talks about the Dusket being in there, and how the spirit maybe seemed like it had more power than it did before. So we think that generally he's talking a little crazy and he's not making any sense, but then we got to make our way into the forest and try to figure out what is going on. Later, this guy here tells you to go investigate it to find Dusket. Then you go in there, you find Dusket, and then you're around the ancient artifact. It looks like the Dusket was there before you, but the artifact seems to turn the Dusket corrupted. So it says he also looks more powerful than normal. So Dusket turns corrupted because he messes with the ancient artifact, and then you defeat him and he's fine. Next time we learn about corrupted or talk about it in the storyline was when this person over here had to run in the cave because all of the monks apparently looked at some sort of ancient artifact that was inside of the pagoda, and then they turned all corrupted and evil. Then they start chasing this person in here, and then we go through basically beating some of these monks, and they are like, what happened? I saw some weird rock, and that's the last thing I remember. So it sounds like these the rocks that flew out are definitely what are causing people to turn corrupted, but again, it gives them some sort of extra strength and power. So that's what we know right now. We know ancient artifacts, extra strength and power, and it causes them to be corrupt. If we beat them in the game in Loomian Legacy, then it will make them no longer corrupt. So we're just kind of following along so far. At this point, we're caught up in the storyline on what corruption is in Loomian Legacy. This guy, of course, mentions that there is an Ikazuni up in the pagoda, and that other monks were also being very aggressive, and that they need to be taken care of as well, and that they basically sign you up to come and help with this journey to try to figure out what is going on. So eventually you make your way up there to the pagoda. They allow you to go in, and basically they're telling you that there is a Ikazuni up in there, and there's also some more corrupted monks, and they don't know what to do because apparently they're also very powerful. So we're still along this line. We go up there, we beat the monks. After we beat the monks, we go upstairs, we find this corrupted Ikazun. It looks like the corrupted Ikazun was looking at a stone tablet. See right there behind it? It looks like that stone tablet is another part of these tablets, and it caused the Ikazuni to become corrupt. Now look at the tablet. You can see there's even like little dark, like little black hole things that are kind of growing around it. So it looks like just this artifact by itself is corrupted. However, for some reason, our character does not get corrupted when they encounter it. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure why that happens, but maybe we will get corrupted in the future. But now, let's talk about my theories. Alright, so let's get into my theories here, guys, about the origins of corruption and how I think it was inspired for the creators of Loomian Legacy. So if we look back here way back in the blogs on Roblox from July 15th, 2011, at that time, there was sort of a storyline that was going on from Sorkis, and it kind of involved basically the lore of the Knights of the Red Cliff and the Wizards of the Astral Isles, and also the Korblox. So basically, what happened is there was a war, the Wizards were being being looted. They got looted by the Korbloxes, and the Korbloxes were marching north to basically take down the wizard's wall and their entire tower. And the Knights of the Red Cliff were on the way to help them, but then they got attacked by some ninjas. But anyways, it got to a point where the Korbloxians were taking over the wizard's tower, and they did not know what to do. So with their determination weakened, and with every passing moment, the wizards decided to up the stakes. So they used some very ancient artifacts that were sealed away for ages. So that was kind of all that we got to see after that point, and we got to see that some of these artifacts look like they're maybe artifacts that would cause corruption, like dark spells and that kind of stuff. So that was one of those blog posts. Now the next continuation of the blog post that was posted on August 14th, 2011, with the arrival of the Knights delayed due to the unforeseen ambush by the deadly ninjas. Basically what they said, the use of the ancient artifacts corrupted some of the younger minds, and they have been subdued by the very weapons that they intended to use. So the corrupted magic flows through their veins, allows them to use cursed magic. So, like the corrupteds that we see in Loomian Legacy, it seems like it makes them more powerful, but it kind of takes over their minds. It kind of subdues them. And as you can see in the picture here for the blog post, it looks like this person's, you know, they've got a lot of purple all around them, and their eyes are purple. So this kind of looks to me like the corruption that occurs in Loomian Legacy, and the fact that they are talking about the use of ancient artifacts. Ancient artifacts sounds very, very familiar. And also, I heard it was said that the very first of the Korblox were some that used ancient artifacts and discovered the dark magic. However, they learned how to yield and use the dark magic. So they even have like the Korblox elders, and he is the only one who can teach you the ancient magic. Though one thing that's really interesting here, that was one of the later blog posts that showed when the wizards started using the ancient artifacts and becoming corrupted. One of these ancient artifacts that they create here is this dagger here called Azurewrath's Return, which is very interesting. This is the item in the catalog. You can go in there and you can see it. You can actually get it for over 3,000 Robux. However, this item is a gear item, but it's Azurewrath, guys. So that makes me think, okay, another little theory here, and kind of also a desire that I think would be really, really cool if this came to Loomian Legacy, and if this actually happened, Azurewrath being a Loomian. So it'd be a Loomian, but it'd be like a legendary Loomian, but it's like, it's just corrupted by its own nature. So it's actually corrupted that you can get, and you can catch, and keep, and use. So Azurewrath would be basically like a legendary, corrupted, roaming, that, like, you know, chances of finding it would probably be really low, but it would be super, super powerful. But look how cool it would be. Like, wouldn't that be awesome, guys? Azurewrath, the Loomian. Okay, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I kind of want to know your thoughts on this. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. We will talk to you guys later.